Welcome back to another episode of Library Updates. My name is April Eide. I'm the Library Director at the New Ulm Public Library, and I'm excited to be here and share a few of the events that we have coming up for May. We're also looking ahead to our summer reading program in June, so I'll share a little bit about that as well. To start off this month, I wanted to talk about our poetry book club, which meets on Monday, May 11th at 6:30 p.m. You can bring 2 or 3 poems to share. Original work is welcome if you'd like to share some of your own writing with the group. They're always welcoming hearing new poems. Our history book group meets on Tuesday, May 19th at 12 p.m., and they'll be discussing The Great Contradiction, The Tragic Side of the American Founding by Joseph Ellis. And this book discusses the American Revolution and how the ideals clashed with the realities of slavery and the removal of Native Americans in this country, and how those failures continue to resonate in our country today. So although it's a heavy topic, the group always has a great discussion and is always welcoming of new members. So please join them. Again, that's Tuesday, May 19th at 12 p.m. Our mystery book group meets on Monday, May 18th at 6:30 p.m. They'll be discussing The Sicilian Inheritance by Joe Piazza. And this book is actually inspired by the author's own family history of her great-great-grandmother's murder in Sicily. So it's a story of family secrets, strong women, and mystery, and it's set against this background of Sicilian history and culture. So that should be an interesting discussion for the mystery book group on Monday, May 18th at 6:30 p.m. And then our Lit Wits book group has already met this month, but they'll meet again on Monday, June 1st at 6:30 p.m. And in June, they'll be discussing A Marriage at Sea, a true story of love, obsession, and shipwreck by Sophie Elmhurst. And this tells the real-life story of a British couple who were adrift in the Pacific for 118 days after their boat was sunk by a whale. So come and find out, come pick up the book, read it, and find out if their marriage survived a shipwreck. Any of these book club books can be picked up at the library service desk. We order them ahead of the meetings, so you can come grab a book. You don't have to attend every session. You're welcome to pop in for the books that interest you, and those books can be found on our website. If you go to newulmlibrary.org and choose library events, you can look ahead a couple months and see what the upcoming picks are for each book club group. Moving on, we have our hobby groups. These meet regularly at the library. We have our nippling group, which meets every Tuesday from 1 to 3 p.m., and they practice the traditional art of Bohemian bobbin lace weaving. So this is really intricate projects using that traditional Bohemian bobbin lace weaving. So you're welcome to come and take a look at the art that they're creating, look at their projects, maybe learn a little bit about it. It's not a class, but they do welcome those who want to observe. Or if you're working on your own project, you're welcome to join them and maybe get some tips and tricks from your fellow lace weavers. Our chess club also meets on Tuesdays. They meet from 6 to 7:45 p.m., and that's open to all ages. If you want to learn chess or you know a little bit and want to practice, or you're looking for new opponents to play against, all are welcome at that group. The library provides the boards and everything that you'll need to play. So you just bring yourself and your interest in chess. Again, that's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. going to 7:45 p.m. Our needleworking group also meets weekly on Wednesdays from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Again, this is not a class, but you're welcome to bring your own projects that you're working on from any kind of needleworking craft. So that can be things like quilting, embroidery, knitting, crochet, whatever it might be that you're interested in. Just enjoy working on your projects with like-minded people who have their own projects that they're working on, and you can share and admire each other's art. We also have our art group that meets on Wednesdays from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m., and they'll be taking a break for the summer. Their last meeting is this month, May 13th, so you can join them this week and next. to practice art. Again, it's not a class, but you're welcome to bring your own projects. We just ask that they be non-odorous for the comfort of everybody who's joining that group. The art group will take a break for the summer, but they'll be back again in September. And again, you can find that information on our website as to when they'll start back up. And then we also have a new group meeting. Magic the Gathering meets the first Saturday of the month from 12 to 4 p.m. And their next meeting will be June 6th, Saturday, June 6th. And if you're not familiar with Magic the Gathering, it's a card game that you play, and you play different cards that have different point values and powers to defeat your opponents. So you might cast spells with your cards or release fantasy creatures, all to kind of increase your power and diminish your opponents until you can conquer them. You don't have to have any experience with Magic the Gathering to join the group, and you don't have to have any cards. They'll share what they've got, and then if it becomes a passion of yours, you're of course welcome to buy your own and bring them to play with as well. Or if you're already familiar with Magic the Gathering and want to bring your own supplies, that's okay too. But they will teach you how to play, and we just ask that anyone who is under 16 come with a parent or guardian to that group, but it is open to all ages. We also have our New Ulm Film Society meeting this month. Their next meeting is Tuesday, May 12th at 6 p.m. And this is a change to the start time. They are starting a new musical film series, and they'll be kicking it off with 42nd Street, which is from 1933, and that runs for 89 minutes, so it's a shorter film. But 42nd Street is the legendary backstage musical comedy about a chorus girl who becomes an overnight star when the leading lady breaks her ankle, so she takes her chance. And that stars Warner Baxter, B.B. Daniels, and George Brent. Again, that's a new series kicking off for the Film Society, the musical film series. And this series is going to go 9 months. So this is the first of 9 films that they'll be watching all the way through January of 2027. I can't believe we're thinking about that already. And just a note that the 6 p.m. start time is a change. They used to meet at 6:30, but going forward, they'll be meeting at 6 p.m. And the next meeting is Tuesday, May 12th. And then I just want to do a little bit of a teaser for our summer reading program, which starts June 6th. This year's theme is Unearth a Story, and we'll be having a variety of activities for kids throughout June and July as part of the summer reading program. So like past years, you'll be able to pick up a reading tracker and track your reading to get prizes and incentives throughout the summer. But the main goal is to practice your reading during the summer and keep building those literacy skills even when you're not at school. But we're trying to make it a little bit of fun for you to do that throughout the summer. We'll have a variety of activities, story times, afternoon movies, STEAM classes, crafts, activities like that. And then we also have some performers coming this summer too. And so I'm going to just leave it at that for now as a little bit of a teaser, and we'll let Catherine, our youth services librarian, tell you more about it during our next library update. And again, all of our events are listed at newulmlibrary.org, and you can choose the library events tab to check out our monthly calendar. We also have an email newsletter that you can subscribe to each month. If you go to our website and choose the Stay in Touch section of the website, you can sign up for that newsletter to get all of our events in your inbox as well. That's it for another episode of Library Updates. I want to thank you for joining me, and we'll see you at the library.